Hi, I'm Brian Cannone. Thank you for visiting fitnessatlantic.com. And what I'm talking to you about right now is successful eating plans. All right, so what we're going to take a look at is a few of the basic things you want to look for in having the most successful eating plan that you can. Number one is that you're consistent in your average amount of calories per day. Now some people don't believe in this. Some people believe that they can go up and down in calories on a daily basis, and I sort of have a feeling that over a 7-day period, you're ingesting a certain amount of calories. So whether you eat 2,000 on Monday and 2,300 on Tuesday and back down to 2,000 on Wednesday, if you want to do that, then all the best to you. I just think it's too hard to do. Too confusing. Let me make it basic, as easy, as simple as possible. Consistent average calories just means that you know the amount of calories you're taking in, and you're going to break those calories down. Okay, that which is number B, number 2, nutrient balance. You're taking your meals, instead of having 2-3 meals a day, a couple of protein shakes or whatever you're doing. You're saying, okay, no, forget this. I'm going to take 6 meals a day. And I'm going to break those meals down into a certain portion of carbohydrate, protein, and fat. And you can have your choice on how you do it and what you believe. Basically, in meal 1, for instance, if you had oatmeal, egg whites, and you want to use a little bit of some type of unsaturated fat like flaxseed or something, or you spray, you know, your pan. I cook the microwaves and microwave my eggs, and I cook egg whites, and I get a glass jar and I spray some Pam in there. So there's a little bit of fat in there. You may have a piece of fruit. I like to take a banana and mash it up in my oatmeal, put cinnamon on it, tastes good. You want to break it down so that you have your carbs, proteins, and fats, a consistent amount of calories per meal spread out throughout the day, so that you don't eat, everybody says, well, breakfast is the most important meal. It doesn't mean to go crazy in breakfast and skip everything else. This is better. Take 5-6 meals and break them down evenly in a certain amount of calories. And so you're going to go meal 1 to meal 2. Now, a basic thing you want to remember is don't eat less than 2 hours apart, and don't eat more than 4. So most people say eat every 3 hours. Break it down, make it easy. Every 3 hours. So if you eat at 6 a.m., you're eating at 9. That's your next meal. You're going to have a consistent amount of calories in the next meal. And what you're doing is you might have brown rice, a piece of chicken, and a vegetable. So that would be meal number 2. Okay? More frequent meals will speed up your metabolic rate. The more often you eat is going to be much better for a successful plan. Next thing is drink water. You don't want to really be drinking your calories. I always tell people, instead of drinking a glass of orange juice, eat an orange. You're going to get more out of it. Okay? Eat more fiber, which would be why you want to eat oranges and things like that. You want to eat foods that have fiber, that your body has to break down all these foods. And eating fiber is really going to help you speed up your metabolic rate. You're going to burn a lot more calories even at rest. Number F here, next one, avoid processed foods. Breads, pastas, things of that sort. Try to avoid those, but replace those. Okay, so I'm not saying cut everything out. I'm saying replace things that are in your nutrition. Next one is limit saturated fats. So remember, the more quantity of food you eat, the higher your metabolism will go. Okay, so if you have a choice between eating, beef or eating fish, you can eat more fish. If you have a choice between eating a couple pieces of wheat bread or eating, a potato, you can eat more potato. If you have a choice between eating a huge salad and something else, eat the salad. The more quantity of food that you're going to be taking in for the lower amount of calories is also better. Okay, so you're also, the last one here, limit alcohol intake of how often you're drinking. There's a lot of people that say a glass of red wine every day is okay. You know, if that's in your calorie range, then fine. What it also means is that these calories are kind of empty calories. They're not going to do much for you. There's a lot of people younger guys might want to go out once a week and have a few beers or something like that. Just know that that's not helping you. That it is something that's hindering your success. So it's something you want to definitely limit in your plan, and to realize those are calories. You know, you're taking them in. They're pretty much empty calories too. It's not that they don't work like a carbohydrate or a protein or even the fats. They're actually kind of on their own. So in a successful meeting plan, you're going to have meal 1, meal 2, 3, 4, 5, up to 6 meals per day. You're going to eat every 3 hours. You're going to balance out your meals. This way you really don't need snacks. You know, you don't need to have a banana on its own in the middle of the day. You're saying, okay, no, mealtime, 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 mealtime. People that think, well, it's a little bit boring, you can mix it up. Tons of foods you can eat. This is what's going to get you to success. It's going to work, absolutely. Take your total amount of calories that your intake, understand the amount of calories that you're expending, and you will see success. So this is a successful meal plan. All right, so thank you. This is Brian at fitnessatlantic.com.